mighty fist of God, Armageddon will descend upon the city of Los Angeles, the city of sin.
Yeah, that was all his fault.
That was what? I did
It's
what?
all his fault.
What?
It's all his fault.
You're pointing to your computer next to you, brother. There you go. There you go. All right. Woo! Happy Monday. Happy April Fools. Happy Easter Monday. Happy wherever, whatever you got to do. Yeah, Loki's just yeah. All right.
Because see, for me, he's over here.
Yeah, and see, for me, you are over here. Yeah. Of course, I'm not mirroring my webcam, so that might be, I don't know what this looks like to people out in YouTube land right now, but yeah, see, now if I was to do this, now you would be over here. I don't quite know how this works, but yeah. Yeah. So whatever. It is what it is.
Now you flipped everything around. It looks wrong.
I know. Can't see me anyway. So hey, whatever. All right.
It looks wrong.
I love that 9 a.m. Loki pissed off face thing we got going on. Stop confusing me, damn it. It's technology, man. It's everybody's greatest asset and worst enemy. So good morning, chat. It is lovely to see you all again. Welcome to oh, there's a face. Wow. Oh, look at that. So right now, Loki is channeling his inner Vulcan and telepathically sending me the middle finger. I got it. Oh my god. Oh geez. What a rambunctious start that was to the morning.
Welcome, Kmart shoppers. Dun, 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 dun. We're not there yet, but getting there. Because it's Monday. Do 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 do. Oh, that's bad. Never mind.
Same legendary guy. So yeah. Hey! Nice fucking Monday. Honk honk. Yeah, I actually did grab the the junk down there to do that, but yeah.
You're going to get us kicked out the air, senor.
I didn't show anything. I just insinuated something. Is
God.
insinuation bad enough now, this day and age? Yeah,
I don't know. They get on us for all kinds of shit now.
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, it's the craziest friggin' thing. Yeah. But you know, I do gotta say that theme song, bruh, getting a little old, man.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Well, you know something, dude. Me and all my Hulkamaniacs are gonna be running wild this Monday. Jesus,
they're the cream of the crop. Ooh, yeah.
Where's that Jason Sensation guy when you need him? The guy who just impersonated everybody from The Rock to Steve Austin to Owen Hart. I'm not a nugget. Well, hell, I'll tell you, son. The only thing I want to be opening up right now is this 6-pack, getting into that can of whoop ass. Yeah, so whatever. Zero.
You don't sound like him.
No, I don't. Okay, so Penny's got her grandson in the car, so we'll behave ourselves in a family-friendly PG fashion. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of chat. It is lovely to see you all this Monday morning on your Mornings of Mischief. Then keep writing new songs. I'm not gonna say anything. Wink, wink.
Have I tried Stellar Blade yet? Yes. What do I think? Step in the right direction. Definitely a step in the right direction. Can we get more? Or no, we don't do games like that anymore.
No, do we not do that?
I guess we don't.
Dang, gosh darn it. I am terribly cross.
They came out with a good Beetlejuice game I'd play. They came out with a good Harry Potter game. Wizarding World game, whatever you want to call it.
There was a good Beetlejuice game?
If they make one, I'd play one.
If they make it, they will play. Well, it's worth a shot. I mean, what have you got to lose, really?
I'd play the shit out of a good Beetlejuice game. But it's got to be a good Beetlejuice game.
Yeah. Well, where would
shit?
No. I mean, we've had some of those in the past. They didn't turn out too well. Turn out? Oh my God, I just Canadianed myself that right there. What do you think a good premise for a Beetlejuice video game would be? Like, what would be the objective in that whole thing?
I want him to take over the Hell Hotel with all the pretty ladies in it. So your job as Beetlejuice is to go into that Dante's girls' room and take care of business as Beetlejuice.
Interesting theory. I could see something. So it's Beetlejuice's Hotel Simulator 2025. Is that what we're looking for? All right. Yeah, the juice is loose, babe. Ooh.
So give it to us.
Leaser.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You have ethics and all this shit now.
Yeah.
My only issue with Stellar Blade is the length of her hair. If I had hair that long, it's a pain in the ass to deal with. It's a video game.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes physics just need not apply. You don't need to worry about it.
You know what? I asked a good friend of ours a question once. I don't know if you remember this or not, but I said, why is it that every single alt you have for all of your characters are girl characters? And this gentleman responded. He said, Loki, I don't want to watch a guy waddle his ass around the station all day. And I was like, what? And he said, I'm trying to tell you, Loki, I don't want to watch a guy's ass walk all over the station all day. Okay, I want to watch a girl's ass. Okay, all right, I got you.
Shug, if you're out there somewhere, we love you, man. Oh my God!
And God bless his heart. I mean, I get it. I get it. Why are all your characters chicks? Because I don't want to watch a guy waddle his ass around the station all day.
I want it to be someone attractive that I can look at. You know what I'm saying, man? I mean, he was right in that aspect. Yeah, that's right. Zero does the good English this morning. But I mean, really, if I'm going to be staring at an ass for hours, I want it to be attractive. Yeah, there's a lot of good looking male asses out there. Just don't call on me to go and pinpoint them for you. I don't care. An ass is an ass. Do I think the female ones are a little more shapely? Yeah, because that's what the female body is. It's a thing of beauty. I mean, guys' bodies, we're gross. I mean, we got hair and shit going on. Like, you don't want none of that. But I mean, it's funny. I understand his logic, and God, how many female characters did I have? Like 2 or 3, maybe. Now, granted, there were some outfits that were a little more revealing than others, especially if you're trying to play a Orion character or something like that. But most of the time, all my crew people were running around in Starfleet issued suits. So yeah. Oh, he just wants to watch a girl's ass, which is fine. However, there are plenty of fine male asses to watch in games. They just happen to be clothed. Exactly. I'm saying.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can understand that.
Most of the guys, though, their chests aren't clothed, running around, and I don't give a shit. But to do this, like, a woman must be covered from toe to tail, and top, not one piece of skin showing. I'm just like, I don't think it's exactly the same.
No.
I really don't.
No.
Oh, you sexualized this female character. How dare you?
So men get sexualized too. I thought we were all about equality here. I mean, come on. So
flashing a little blue steel this morning.
So who knows? And I know this is probably a very bad analogy, but if you can have women running around playing football and nothing but shoulder pads and a bra and panties, let's not talk, form over function here or anything like that. Because if they can make it work, you can probably make anything work.
Was married to a hot android babe. Once you've had blue, nothing else will do. Nor a boob scuba. Yeah.
A hot Andorian babe. So you were able to get in there with like the antlers and everything, like, the little things. And does that tickle your taint there, my friend? Is that what gets your rocks off? Never tried it. I've only ever had one blue. And I never went back after that.
Arwen says the only thing that's grossed me about this Stellar Blade combo is some guys are getting really gross about it on Twitter. Those guys need real women. I haven't seen any of the Twitter stuff.
No. I tend to avoid all aspects of that. I mean, it doesn't. Let's face it. This day and age, especially when everything is accessible 24/7, there's free the puppies. Oh, I'm gonna get canceled for that one now. Don't blame me. Blame the generation I grew up in, and don't judge it if you didn't live it.
Puppies, JR.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No wonder Jerry the King was prone to so many heart attacks. Oops. I'm sorry, Jerry. I love you. But I mean, come on, let's face it. This day and age, with everything accessible 24/7, it doesn't matter what pick gets put out there or what piece of lore or whatever. There is always going to be a sick group of perverts that twist it in some sick and twisted way and get off on it. Never delve too deep on the Twitter. Yes, that's right. That's right. There are rabbit holes out there you don't want to go down. Yeah. Speaking
Let the puppies breathe.
Let those puppies breathe. Well, skin does need to breathe. It does.
Some are saying what they are doing when they see those free puppies. Okay, here's the thing. If you're that hard up that you admit that, I mean, that's kind of like You're that hard up, dude. You're that hard up that they're admitting that there's deep-seated more, a bigger deep-seated issue than just that.
Yeah. There's a lot of factors at play on that one.
There's guys that, they do that, but they don't let everybody in the world know they do.
Well, no. I mean, whatever you're into is whatever you're into, but the other ones out there that would love to just publicize the absolute hell out of it.
Yeah. Where they are 13. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and you don't need any of that because then you got Chris Hansen knocking on your door. I saw your internet history. According to this log, you have quite the track record of suspicious activity. Why don't you take a seat right over there? So, yeah. I don't know.
Like, you can't prove nothing.
Oh, I've got it all right here. I mean, oh my God. Why do I always end up memeing Chris Hansen? I don't know. Dude's a legend. I'll give him that. Doing the work of the people.
Oh yeah.
So who is English here? Cronus wants to know. I'm English. Are you talking like Brit English? I do have ancestry down that bloodline. As for speaking English, I'm not really doing it that well this morning. You don't want me to go Scottish? No, because I will butcher the hell out of that this time of day. Yeah. So, yeah. But our good friend Shug was full-blooded Scottish, and we love that guy. I played the Stellar Blade game.
So thick the accent. You could barely understand him.
It was so thick. Well, that and I think, whatever he was drinking when he was playing the game with us at the time might have had to do with that. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'll be sitting here with my Darth Vader helmet on and my glass of scotch. And, we'll get in our T5 Connie class and go start blowing shite up like we used to do back in the old day, right? So, oh my God.
We're here to view the tapestries.
Oh my God. Yeah. As bad as we are, Harrison Ford has always got the one up on us on that one. We're here to look at the tapestries.
Let him breathe. Let him breathe.
Let him breathe a little.
Instead of crushing them and hiding them behind plate mail. God help me.
Yeah. I mean, that can't be comfortable. Come on. I mean, you got to think if you've got Valkyries and Amazons and just woman warriors out there trudging through the forest, the deserts, beachfront activity, sand's going to get in there and, dirt, mud, blood. I mean, you got to take the plates off once in a while and at least bathe yourself, give yourself some oxygen, some relief. Anyway, since we've fallen down our own rabbit hole this morning, shit, here we go.
Here we go.
A week late, but here we are.
1 week late, but here we are. Oh, God, it's like we never left.
I know. Like, look at that. Look at that. God. At least they're using drones for some good, purposes now.
Miss Shannon's School for Girls.
Founded in 1890. So that's
the same one Lydia went to.
Yeah, so that place is over 200 years old. My God. It's haunted, I say. Haunted.
Oh, there we get Jenna Ortega.
There's Miss Ortega.
There we get our new that's basically our new Lydia Dietz.
Yeah, I mean bicycle and all, if you remember. Yep, and there's the bridge where it all went down. Sorry, that was, I know, current events notwithstanding, that was a bad pun, but that's not what I meant. But yeah, that's the bridge where the accident happened. Oh God, there's no way around that.
They're not in this movie.
No, they're not.
So this movie isn't about the Maitlands.
No, the Maitlands. That's what I was looking for. The Maitlands accident on that bridge. So yeah. So my question. So my question is, and I know Brad Pitt said it best, but what's in the box? Who do you think is in there?
I think that's her dad, or it's Otho.
Well, because
I don't think she'd be there for Otho.
I don't know. What was the guy's name that played Lydia's dad in the first one? I don't expect him to be in this one after that, running with the law he had 20 years ago. Yeah. So it's nice to see Catherine O'Hara back. rocking the red hair.
Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey Jones, that's the one. Thank you. Yeah. Would not be surprised if he is not in this picture at all. So yeah, I'm curious as to who is in the box. I'm sure we'll find out. Yeah, but it is lovely to see Catherine O'Hara again, rocking that old SCTV crew for better or worse. Yeah. So
saying you want to see Alec Baldwin in this movie? No, absolutely not.
No, I think
leave them both out of it. Gina is let Alec be Alec somewhere else. There's a reason why Micheal Keaton was like, because they asked him on the red carpet. They said, you haven't played this role in 30 years. What's it like to come back to it? And he said, definitely better than the last one I came back to. And you're like,
shots fired. Yeah.
Oh,
he didn't say it, but he said it.
He didn't say it. He didn't just come right out and say, the Batman shit was worthless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Arwen is in Beetlejuice? You didn't even tell us. Damn it, woman, what's wrong with you? Not even a hint or anything like that? My question is, so obviously she's looking pretty much stone face here. I mean, there's a little bit of contempt. There's a little bit of, well, for better, for worse, just complete blank expression, like total indifference. Do you think she's still on the Valium?
I'm pretty sure. I will burn out of this house and I will take you all with me. Oh my God, lady.
Holy crap, Kevin's mom, calm down.
And of course this.
Yeah. So obviously really, really tedious and meticulous recreation of the original set pieces here. So props to them, and literally props, because this is, people built this stuff to look as is. So, I mean, that's fantastic. And here we go with the big reveal.
Their house. Right there.
So my question, obviously all these questions will be answered, but so the first question, who's in the box? Second question is, who lives in this house? Did Lydia take this house over for the Maitlands? Did the Maitlands finally just, float up or fly down to wherever it is?
That's a question we've got to have answered.
Yeah.
Is what happened to the Maitlands? Oh, well, eventually they got bored and they moved on. Okay.
Yeah. So did Lydia take this house over? Is this where she lives now, trying to raise her family, and maybe Lydia goes off to work and she's the one that steps in and finds all this stuff? Because by the looks of things, from the trailer, at least, if you haven't seen it, we will get to that. By the looks of things from the trailer, it looks like the initial, and I might be wrong, but the initial first encounter with Beetlejuice is when Lydia sees him, when she looks shocked as shit. But maybe that's just the first time she sees him.
Yeah.
He could make an appearance before that. We have no idea. But this pretty much looks like it's made to believe, hey, he's back for the first time. That's why, Winona's got that face on.
The juice is loose, baby.
The juice is loose. So oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez, with thunder rumbling and the thunder rolls. So, yeah. I mean, obviously it's, and the lightning strikes. So obviously this is very much a teaser trailer, as it says, even though they are showing us quite a bit, but they're not really saying anything. So it's a lot of the show, don't tell, ask your own questions and wait to come to your own conclusions kind of thing. It's one of those fun with speculation trailers, I think. Because obviously, to do the right thing, don't give everything away in a trailer, let alone your very first one.
Yeah, Soul Assassin says there's a picture when the coffin is going down. I bet it's the dad.
It very well could be. Because, Jeffrey Jones will not be coming back. I mean, I know he's had other acting gigs since, you know, the incident, but I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers wants to keep their hands clean of anything attached to that.
Project Cambrian says 90s goths are going to start dressing up again after this.
Hey, you know what? At least the 90s goth scene was somewhat justified. You know, I mean, you had Susie and the Banshees, and you had, you know, the remnants of Bauhaus and all that other stuff. You had the early stages of Interview with the Vampire and all that. It wasn't like a Hot Topic where, yeah, it's cool to be goth, so I'm only going to buy all my clothes and accessories from Hot Topic now. No, that was a disease and a plague that never should have happened.
You'll have your group of gothed out beached whales, but then I really believe you're gonna have a really good group of Morticia Adams mommy milkers out there that are just like, holy shit. All right.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, honorable mentions to the Adams family for just putting the goth right out there in the daylight. I mean, whew. Yeah. Crazy times, y'all. So who knows that face? I can't get over that face. So is that a shadow on her right eye, or is her mascara running? Was she crying?
That's a good
earlier?
question. Is she crying? This is the first time she's seen Beetlejuice, and God knows how long.
Because I mean,
that juice is loose.
Yeah, that legit looks like a smudge on her face.
Yeah, she's worried.
Yeah,
she's worried. She's freaking out. Not you. And then Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is Beetlejuice, are we going to get Beetlejuice?
That was a question I brought up last week as I thought to myself, where you go with this? Which kind of, I mean, it very well could be something that they do, because I mean, that is the mantra of the character himself. But I was, I would kind of hope, from my personal standpoint, just focus on one project, get that done, worry about a sequel later. That would be the way I go about it. Unless you've got the suits up top going, nope, we got to do another one after this. So start penning your drafts while you're working on this one. Who knows? I would just like to see one and have it succeed, and then you can worry about another one later. Morticia Adams mommy milkers just opened my eyes to a whole new world. Don't you dare close your thighs. So Elvira was a thing too, Kronos. Yeah. And that was before the 90s as well. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Where do you, let's say, Loki,
how many of you out there have not watched it? Besides Mary.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of things I haven't seen, and some people are just like, so I mean, it's a possibility. It's definitely plausible. So Loki, let me ask you, where do you think, let's say this movie is at least decent and it, makes a good chunk. Do they do another one after this?
Yeah, if they can.
Considering
you got to understand something. This movie almost didn't happen for multiple reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Micheal Keaton wasn't coming back if it was screwed up.
Yeah.
Micheal Keaton, very much, this is the way I want it. You do that, we're good. Same with Tim Burton.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Burton was this is my movie, not yours.
Yeah.
So, and they let him do it. The money was right, and they let him do it. Will they let him do it again? I don't know, but they'd be stupid not to.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's kind of it's a really open-ended question at this point when we still know nothing about it. We're still several months off from release. So we literally know nothing about the movie at all. So yeah, but hey, fun with speculation, gang. I don't know. What do y'all think out there? Do we do a Beetlejuice after this?
I would say yes, but I mean, that's us saying yes, not these corporate
yeah.
weirdos.
So who knows? Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes you wonder where they're looking at it from their perspective. You know, the ones that are writing the checks and doing all the, the paper pushing and shit like that. They're thinking, well, all right, well, it took them 35 years. Let's see if they can pen this project, and maybe we'll get a decent return on our investment. Then maybe we'll think about another one. Who knows? Yeah.
If it's not Danny Elfman, it's got to be someone that can Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
Okay, there's John Williams, and then there's we couldn't get John Williams, so we got Danny Elfman. But Danny Elfman's done some really good shit, Batman, and Beetlejuice,
and his own band with that song he did with Trent Reznor. Man, have you guys heard any of Danny Elfman's original band material? That's some weird stuff. So yeah, Danny Elfman is signed up for this one. Is he really? Mephisto would know. If anybody knows, it's him.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Apparently.
All right. Burton needs full reign. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, you can't mess with it.
No.
And see, it's the times where they mess with it, like when they tried to mess with Ridley Scott on a couple of movies. You just can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you cannot do that. Tim's got to have it Tim's way.
Yeah,
it's Tim Burton's movie. Let Tim Burton have his movie for good or bad.
Yeah, I mean that's why
Tim freaking Burton.
It's Tim freaking Burton, man. That's why the first one was successful. That's why the first Batman was successful. I mean, the guy was what? 20?
That's why his brother Jack was successful.
Yeah, I mean, he was what, 25 when he directed Batman. Something like that. Friggin' young ass director with, at the time, the biggest budget movie of all time. Holy crap. But so again, the caveat is, yes, he is. Willem Dafoe is in this one. So, this is going to be some weird, wild stuff going on. So, I mean, when you give Tim Burton complete control, Batman Returns happens. and some people get turned off because it's too dark or whatever. But you know what? That's Tim Burton being Tim Burton. And I think everybody, everybody who matters in those positions have had over 30 years to digest all that and know what they're getting into.
How was 89 not dark? And it was. That's the crazy part about it is Warner Brothers went all in. They were like, okay, we'll give you toys, we'll give you batarangs, we'll give you all this shit after the fact.
Yeah,
they weren't ready for it the first time.
No,
right?
They weren't.
And then they're like, give us another movie. Oh, the Penguin's so over, blah blah blah. Nah, bitch. Joker was even worse. Jack, you told me I could help improve the paintings. And you're like, why is she wearing a ceramic mask? Because he made her an art project
into living art. Yeah. So I mean, that one was totally dark. It was. And Tim Burton said, all right, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. So, I mean, you had Catwoman, and Michelle Pfeiffer just absolutely nailed that. And she was, just sexual to a fault. Penguin was sexual to a fault. He was a little horn dog, but I mean, he's biting people on the nose. He's shooting people. His whole plot point was kidnapping and drowning firstborn children in the city.
Jack Napier shot people. Yeah. Burned people alive, squirted them with acid. What else did he do?
He gassed the whole restaurant.
He gassed a whole restaurant. He shot Batman's parents.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me how that's it's not.
Yeah.
It's just it's the type.
Yeah.
It had just as much darkness. It was just the type of darkness.
Yeah.
Fucking Jack Napier Joker fries someone to death with a ring, like a buzz ring. I'm gonna burn you to death.
I'm glad you're dead.
I'm glad you're dead. I'm glad you're dead.
As the way only Jack Nicholson can do it. But yeah. I mean, both. I know we're a little bit sidestepped here, but it goes with the same thing. There were, the first Batman was dark. Second Batman Returns
was dark.
Yeah, because when Tim Burton wants to create his Art Deco Gothic style, that's kind of what you're gonna get. And again, this was at the time because Beetlejuice was around the same time. It was only a year prior to the release of Batman '89. We're coming off a whole generation of Pow, Zap, and Wham at that point. So the major sidestep away from all that was a completely moonlit night breath of fresh air that the franchise needed. So when Tim Burton wants to do what Tim Burton wants to do, let Tim Burton do what he wants to do.
Batman killed a warehouse full of people with his exploding hubcap.
Yes, he did. Even though he wasn't driving the vehicle at the time, but he did. Yeah, Batman straight up killed people. When he got in that fist fight with the guy at the top of the tower, he totally threw him off and let him fall to his death. Yeah, Batman killed people. Hell, in the second one, he did that 360 thing in the Batmobile and lit that bitch on fire.
That's right. In the back of the Batmobile.
Like those characters weren't screwing around. They were not screwing around. And Beetlejuice is kind of the same way, because he was portrayed as a somewhat understanding individual, but it was to a point if it served his needs, which were totally coming to fruition towards the finality of the movie.
Yeah,
he's in it for himself.
But they can
go anywhere with that.
You can break it down as much as you want to. You've got, he came back as Batman, and it was a giant nothing burger. Okay, it wasn't his fault.
No,
it wasn't. Obviously, it had nothing to do with Tim Burton. And they got the character completely wrong. When you see Old Man Bruce, no, I quit. Gotham went against the Second Amendment, and they didn't need me anymore.
Yeah.
Wait. You're saying they outlawed guns and all the criminals just turned in their guns? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm Batman.
Yeah, come on.
You were tired because the bad guys just went, oh, these are illegal now. I'm sorry. Here.
Yeah. In what world, fantasy or not, is that even going to be somewhat plausible? It just doesn't work. The only time Batman retires willingly is when Gotham City literally no longer needs him. When Gotham is saved, when Gotham has been purged of all evil and corruption and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Which it never will be. Yeah.
So Batman will continue to do what he does until the day he can physically no longer do it. And it would be portrayed in a way better than what it was in, that other thing that happened this year.
So him coming back as Batman, I think him coming back as Beetlejuice has to be completely separated.
Yeah.
One of them is no, Tim was with me. This is the way we needed to do it. This was my, I'll come back if.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
the juice is loose, baby.
The juice is loose. It's that one line in a trailer with no dialogue whatsoever, other than the theme song there. One line, and that just brought everything back, and we're thinking, Micheal Keaton. Oh, the chance if you still got it are gonna be running wild like Hulkamania, brother. They made a plausible reason in Batman Beyond. Yes, they did.
I love the idea that he physically can't.
Mm-hmm.
He physically can't do the job.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure I like the idea that he just shut it all down and turned it all off, but I like how it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't think I'd like Terry. I really didn't, and he grew on me a lot, and Old Man Wayne grew on me a lot.
Yeah.
When I think it's the episode's called Indelible Ink. I think that's the name of the episode where Ink gets Terry, and she's like, she calls Bruce, and she's like, meet me here, you know, and he looks over and he's looking at something. And you're like, what the hell is he looking at? And he shows up, and he's got this like Iron Man Batman suit, and he fights. And as soon as that, it's like, you know, you got the music from 89. You got the music from 89 Batman. Dun, 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 dun. And I was like, fuck yes, that's my Batman. Right? And him getting that one last chance. And he almost dies. He almost has a heart attack. By putting that suit on and doing that, he almost dies. But he does it for Terry. He doesn't do it for some arbitrary bullshit reason or just to go out and get one last night as Batman. He does it for Terry because he's got so much to teach the kid. He's got to be around. He's the only one that's going to be able to teach him right. I'm the only one, not Nightwing, not Batgirl, not any of them Robins. I'm the only one that can teach the kid right. Damn Sounds right. Like Batman to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like Batman to me.
And that's how it should be.
Not any of this, I gave up and left Gotham.
No, that's straight up bullshit. Like, I mean, you mean to tell me that even if he retired as Batman because everybody just, went on the honor system and handed their guns in, you telling me Bruce Wayne has nothing to do with the city anymore? Like he just packed up, tucked his tail, and fucked off on out of there? I don't think so. Oh, well, Bruce Wayne retired. He didn't need to work. No, bullshit. Bruce Wayne is the type of guy that has to work. He's always got to be doing something. That's why he's not sleeping at night when shit is going down outside. I mean, come on. I mean, Batman is the guy. Bruce Wayne is his disguise.
Yeah. Batman is the guy. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why him and Soups get along so well. Is that Superman is Superman. Clark Kent's the disguise.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of the modern writers don't get. They write it like Clark Kent is some kind of activist. And henceforth, because Clark's an activist, Superman's got to be an activist.
Yeah.
No, Superman is Superman. He will always be Superman. You can't mess up that unless you're doing a mirror weird thing or different universe shit.
Yeah.
Superman is always going to be Superman. Clark Kent can change because Clark Kent's the facade. It's the mask that he's got to keep up. But Superman's always going to be the same. Even if you ram him with a rod of kryptonite up his ass, which apparently they do in a comic, that's just like, what are y'all doing? Yeah. They ramrodded him with a rod of kryptonite in a prison in a comic. The guards did. The kryptonite stick. Kryptonite nightstick.
Ooh, yeah. Snap into my Slim Jim. Ooh, the cream will always rise to the top.
Yeah, we hit that on a comic book roundtable like over a year ago, Chris. It's a guard with a kryptonite nightstick that I shit you not, they did it.
Good God.
You can look it up.
That's
in prison.
Oh my God. So yeah. Oh. Wow.
That's what they did to our boy.
But
so, yeah. And that's how they said, oh, we're going to change him. We're going to change who he is by having this happen to him in prison.
Yeah.
And they wonder why their comics are failing.
Yeah. No. You can't change someone whose fundamentals are set in stone, to a fault like that. I mean, you can try to corrupt the humanoid aspect of it all, but when the brain just constantly says, get out there, do what you do, go to work and get done what needs to get done, no amount of corruption is ever going to do that. I mean, hell, it's gone on like that for centuries. I mean, at least the Nolan films kind of explain the same thing. Like Bruce Wayne, the man, gets his ass kicked several times for years, and then he goes and he uses that to train and to, serve injustice and iron fist right up the hoo-hoo. I mean, Jesus, Luke Skywalker in the first Star Wars film saw his aunt and uncle get all crispy like a friggin' toaster strudel there. And he's, that one scene where he's standing looking up at the moons and shit like that. And then he looks away, but he doesn't start sobbing. He doesn't start crying. No, he looks back up and, he's just thinking, no, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this and I'm going to stand up for myself and them and everyone else who's fallen at the hands of this evil empire.
Okay, so there's a scene in the Nolan movies where he's getting the suit together. It's not Batman. Mm-hmm. He's not Batman, but it's the scene where he goes and talks to Gordon. And he's like, now there's two. Right? He backs up into the darkness. There's a scene in the Phantom movie. God,
the Phantom movie. What,
the one with the angel of death?
Someone in chat will get it.
Chucky saw your angel of death awaits. I can think of what they. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. It's the animated movie with Kevin Conroy.
So, Mask of the Phantasm.
Mask of the Phantasm.
There we go. Sorry,
Mask of the Phantasm.
I don't know why I was thinking live action, but yeah, that was the one.
There's a scene in Mask of the Phantasm where he doesn't have the suit ready yet. Mm-hmm. But he's got the belt and he's got the ski mask and he's going out and he's kicking ass. And I'm like, this runs so parallel to what he does in Batman Begins. Mm-hmm. There's that whole scene where he's running around. He's not Batman yet.
He
doesn't have the bat suit.
He's falling and tripping.
All kinds of shit. He's falling down fire escapes and there's all kinds of shit he doesn't have right yet. But that scene in Mask of the Phantasm, that scene's so close to that. Mm-hmm. That when you see that story, when you see them pick up those elements, you're like, yes, you're going in the right direction. Keep going in that direction. Usually they screw it up, but hopefully Tim's got all of his senses. Tim Burton's got all of his senses and all of his powers of persuasion to get these people to do what he wants them to do. Yeah. Hopefully he's at the top of his game because this better be good. I want Beetlejuice. Yeah. Beetlejuice.
I want this to succeed because Tim Burton deserves it. Winona Ryder deserves it. Michael friggin' Keaton deserves it because Michael Keaton is one of the best actors I have ever seen in my generation, even from, other tiny things he's done, like, what was that one, Pacific Heights or Clean and Sober. You ever want to see him in a crazy role, go watch Clean and Sober, shit like that. But I mean, yeah, they deserve this. And that's why last week I said I am looking forward to this more than I'm looking forward to Alien Romulus. Alien Romulus, not that I want this to happen, but Romulus could fail and lose money and blah, 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 blah. And it would not surprise me.
I'm giving it a 50-50 shot. Yeah, I am hopefully optimistic, but I'm not.
Yeah. And it's only because we've just had nothing but that over the last 10 years, great looking films to look at, like I've always said, but confusing plots, needless things that didn't need to happen, blah, blah, blah. That's why if it fails, I wouldn't be surprised. I would still be disappointed, but not surprised. That's why I want Beetlejuice to succeed. That's why I'm looking forward to this more than I am Alien, because I want this for everyone involved. It's got to kick some ass.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's got to
Mug.
kick some ass.
Thank you, Mug.
It absolutely has to kick some ass. We're ready, brothers. Mocking with $2 super chat, letting you guys know that he is going to start his stream right after this one. We will redirect everybody over there so that
we'll try not to do an overrun today. Oh my God, we're getting really bad at that. Yeah, Arwen's right. I mean, the franchise of Alien would still stand if Romulus fails, because we've been through how many sequels now, and the classics of the franchise still hold up. Beetlejuice,
horrible sequels.
Yeah, quite a few. Every single one of them that's come out since Aliens. I still give honorable mention to Alien 3 just because of everything they were up against. I'm surprised that movie even got made in the first place, but we already know about that. So, I mean, Beetlejuice as a standalone film, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So in that regard, I kind of personally feel like there's more at risk if this one doesn't do well, because it's kind of like Beetlejuice is just a one and done. And the character, the actor, it all deserves more than that, especially after 30 plus years of, waiting it out. So we'll see how it goes, but I am looking forward to it. Absolutely. The Dream Team. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that one, that is
one of the very best Micheal Keaton movies.
Yeah. That is, Micheal Keaton, Peter Boyle, Christopher Lloyd, like, oh my God. Yeah. That was fantastic. So yeah, AVP could have been better. Yeah, they could have, but I don't count those as sequels. Those are total spin-offs that probably never should have happened in the first place.
Alternate reality.
Yeah.
So, and them not wanting to do the movies in space like they were supposed to be done. That's their fault.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy. Romulus is going to be great. You are worse than black pills. You are black goo, alien Phil. So ha. You know what? Let's get this guy what he needs this morning. Let's get him what he needs this morning. You know what he needs? He needs a Mexican Iron Man Skol. Skol!
That still kills me every time. I need a Fanta. You and me both, Punk Waddle.
Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta? Mexican man wants a Fanta.
Suddenly got a craving for a nice, tasty, refreshing Fanta. Fanta. Is it Fanta or Fanta?
Fanta. Because you gotta get the Fanta out. Fanta.
Yeah. That one's more rhythmic. But yeah. I mean, let me make this perfectly clear. I don't want Alien Romulus to fail. I was telling Loki after the show last week, I want it to succeed because it deserves it as well. But because we've been beaten down with so much crap over the last several years, I'm waiting for them to prove me wrong. So yeah, my opinion might be a little bit jaded, but the evidence speaks for themselves. Wonderful looking films. Not the best when it comes to writing or story or character development or anything like that, but again, not to go off on a tangent about that. We already know that. So no, I don't want Romulus to fail. I want it to succeed too, but that doesn't change the fact that I am still looking forward to Beetlejuice a little bit more than Alien Romulus.
Yeah. And maybe I trust him a little bit more than this guy that, has done, Yeah, he did Evil Dead, but it was the remake Evil Dead. And it was gory, but it wasn't much beyond gory.
And it's Disney Aliens now. Oh, yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, not a very high bar to set your expectations on, but
maybe that's why. You've got that feeling. We've had Aliens. We've had Alien. We've had the best Aliens. We
Yeah.
had Alien and Aliens. Everything after that was kind of just like,
Yeah.
but we had the best. I want another Beetlejuice movie. We've only had one Beetlejuice movie. We've had, God knows, 6 Alien movies, 2 ABP movies, 5 Predator movies. We've had a lot of those movies.
Yeah.
Let's get another Beetlejuice in us while we can and enjoy that. Hopefully it is very enjoyable. It's funny. You know, it's attention Kmart shoppers. Oh, Kmart's closed. Nah, 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 nah.
That could be a thing too. He could pop right out. Attention Kmart shoppers. Wait, what? Kmart's closed? Jesus, how long was I down there? It's showtime. It could be a whole thing. I mean, there's a million ways they could go with this film, and it would be great. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm hopeful. I am legit really looking forward to this, and it's coming out at the perfect time of year for Halloween season. That's going to be everybody's, grab your goodies and let's all go to the theater and shit like that. It's going to be a good time.
I love this. I absolutely love this. The 3.5 floppy edition of Cyberpunk 2077, that's on 90,000 discs and takes 2 months to install, will be released by CD Projekt Red today.
Now, is that premium up-to-date version, or is that day one version that's on?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
Yeah, because I mean, I want that shit to run right. So I mean, if we're talking day one edition on 90,000 discs, up-to-date version is probably going to run you around 500,000 discs.
I love Predator 1 and 2, Chronos. The other ones, I don't know. Predators was fun. They were on a different planet. They changed some stuff up. They changed enough that it felt familiar, but was different. And I just don't think the lead guy was the right guy. But then again, when you're making a movie for pennies, sometimes you gotta, you get Machete, you get your buddy Machete to come and be in the movie, and
the rest speaks for itself. So
but we got the original. We've got the original.
Yeah.
So
and it was good while it lasted. So we'll see. Well, I mean, you never know. I mean, if the movie does well, hell, like I'm sure. I mean, Nickelodeon likes sticking its oozy, goopy fingers into everything. Maybe they'll pick it up and do another one. Who knows? Danny Glover was badass. Danny Glover is badass. I love him and everything he's done too. Whether it's friggin' Predator or Lethal Weapon or friggin' Angels in the goddamn outfield, I'll watch that any day because Danny Glover's in it.
Danny Glover's in it, and Danny Glover's badass.
Yeah.
So badass actor. I don't give a shit what weird political bullshit he does now. That's the person, not the roles.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know. It's really hard today to watch a lot of these people go, well, you're just Loki. Look at that haircut you've got. You're an Obany Yahtzee for the haircut you've got. Kiss my ass. It's cooler and I like it. And
the style
feels
doesn't
good.
Yeah. The style does not make the man.
How dare you not like this movie that we've come out with? You must be an Yahtzee. How dare you not like this game that we've released? You must be an Yahtzee.
Yeah.
It's all getting old. It's all getting old, and we're moving past it. And they're gonna still try and use this stuff at you guys. They're still gonna try and throw this bullshit at you. The best thing to do is just to ignore it.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, they'll just be, brace for impact, evasive maneuvers. They're going to start throwing the desperation maneuvers out there. So just keep being you, because if someone's going to call my brother Loki an Obany Yahtzee just by looking at him, it's like, you don't know him. You don't know shit. I don't know you. You don't know me. Just because we have the right to dislike and like what we want, it's the same freedoms and rights that you have. So nobody's different in that regard. So, I mean, geez, calm your shit and just move on with your life.
I did when I was a kid.
So did I.
It's not something that I rewatched later when I became an adult, but I watched shit out of it when I was a kid.
I mean, off the top of my head, I couldn't, pinpoint too much of what happened, but yeah, I watched it. We all did, man. Yeah.
It was mainly him and Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
Lydia. It was almost always them two.
Babes, how is school today? Beetle. Oh my God. Yeah. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. I don't think it lasted that long, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure, but yeah, who knows? Who knows? Just don't play the Nintendo game. It's not that great. No. But
want a good game with Beetlejuice.
Yeah. And we want a good Beetlejuice movie.
That's right.
They deserve it.
So, last impression, you're going to go see this in theater. I'm going to go see this in theater.
Absolutely.
All right.
And I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. And I hope to God I don't get disappointed.
Me too.
I got a little bit of fear. I'm going to be honest. I got a little bit of fear.
So our entrance fee and snack fee are on the line to see if it's any good or not.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know. Well, of course, we're going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. We will get tickets to watch it, be the first ones to watch it, and give y'all our feelings on it. Guys, we're going to send you over to Machinies. It's already that time. We've already done an hour. The show's over.
What are you still doing here?
What are you guys still doing here? Go watch Machinies. We love you. Thank you for being here. Keeping the show going. Keeping the fires burning bright. Keeping the lights on here in Valhalla. Thank you so very much. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter. Check out Machini coming up next. Have a great one, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.